It's hard to talk about Huawei without mixing politics into the picture. The Chinese company was once the #1 smartphone manufacturer, but since the trade ban, things have not been great. Which is a shame really, because Huawei has always delivered top-notch hardware when it comes to smartphones, and especially when it comes to mobile photography. And the Huawei Mate 50 Pro is no exception. Even though Google services are nowhere to be found on this phone, the Mate 50 Pro more than makes up for it with its amazing camera system, great AMOLED display, and fast charging magics. This may sound like the beginning of a joke, but the joke nowadays is on us customers. Some companies are now shipping their smartphones absolutely barebone, no accessories whatsoever. We're happy to report that this isn't the case with the Huawei Mate 50 Pro, which is to be expected. Most smartphones from the Far East come with plenty of goodies in the retail box. Here we've got a hefty 66W fast charging brick, one USB Type-C cable, a decent clear silicone case, and the SIM ejector tool. That was the bare minimum a couple of years ago, and we used to complain about the lack of decent bundled headphones, but it is what it is. Looking at the table above, it's plain to see that Huawei has done everything to offer the best possible hardware in this flagship model, but there's one thing that's missing: 5G. Even though the Mate 50 Pro sports the latest Qualcomm silicon, the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, it's a custom 4G version, as Huawei is not allowed access to sweet 5G chips. Those of you who have had the opportunity to hold and use a Huawei Mate device in their hand will feel absolutely at home with this model. The design has evolved with every generation, but it's still unmistakably Mate-ish. My old Huawei Mate 20 Pro sports the same gently curved front and back, slim bezels, and wide notch. The camera bump is the only thing that has been transformed over the years, and for a good reason. It's a great metaphor for the evolution of mobile photography. What hasn't changed is the curved screen and back. Huawei is sticking to those, despite the industry moving back to flat screens lately. There are only two buttons on the right side of the device: the power button and the volume rocker. The overall design is very clean and feels premium in the hand, even though the sides are a bit thin and digging into your hand. The phone is also quite slippery without a case, which is not the case with the faux leather orange model. Speaking of colors, there are only 3 options for the Pro: the already mentioned orange one, plus black and silver variants. To wrap it all up, the design is very pleasant. The only thing that might bug some people is the camera bump with its textured metal ring and quite in-your-face cameras. But design is subjective, and you can decide for yourself whether you like it or not.